All right. So, so when they did the launch trailer, right? This is what people thought we were getting a 1v1, right? So we're doing a live stream, people going 1v1. There's people talking about on Twitter, right? And that's because in this pose here with Melina, right, which is an end-winning pose, right? So end of the fight or whatever you've done. She's just standing there alone, and it happens the same way with Noob Saibot. And this is the reason why. Now, immediately after, by the way, they're showcasing the 4 like pre-order skins, right? So they've got Melina, Noob, and then Scorpion, right? And then I think Sub-Zero next. There we go. We got Subby, right? But specifically, which is again sort of interesting, we actually get this here. Now, listen, right? I don't think we're getting it as much as I wish we would. I don't think we are, and the reason I think we're not getting it is because I think this might be just some sort of tower in Towers of Time that's like, no cameo mode, right? Now you get lovely little nuggets of information over here, right? Fix me camera up there, right? Nuggets like this, like Kevin, hey Kev. He goes, I'd like to remind everyone what the balance was like in MK9 when it introduced the tag mode. The game was not balanced. 4. Now, let me just be clear here, okay? Let me just be clear, all right? Mortal Kombat 9, like, unless you're like the less than 0% of people that actually decided to use that on competitive level, people love the game. They didn't give a shit about whether it was like perfectly fine-tuned balance. Nobody cares. And then he goes on to say, I promise you, so many of you would play no cameo mode for 5 minutes before you hate that too. No. Nobody asked for cameo mode. Nobody asked for it. Everyone hated it, including before the release of the game, because we found out that there was not going to be any 1v1 mode in the game whatsoever. Right? And the reason why guys like this and probably others love cameos is because it extends your combos and it resets the combo. I don't know the technical jargon. I don't care enough to give a fuck. But basically, you're doing a combo and there is a limit, because there is I've talked about this many times before, in one of the trials that teaches you about how you can't just essentially do endless combo. It's again like you're using Scorpion, and the last hit when you harpoon them pulls them in, but it flattens them against the ground to indicate this is the length, this is the maximum limit that your combo can go. But you don't use a cameo. And I've been saying this forever. The cameo resets your combo, so you can just continually add on and add on and add on. And while there might be some, let's talk about flea dick hair sized, damage scaling, that's not the point. The point is, though, is that they're keeping you going and going and going and keeping up in the air, up in the air, up in the air, because the cameo essentially puts in a soft reset, and so you can just start again, right? I've been saying this forever. Much to the chagrin of the only pros out there, but it's an absolute fact. That's why we are getting meterless 400, 500, 600 damage combos sometimes with certain characters. Because the cameo is a way for them to just go, oh, well, if you're only using the singular character to do the combo, right, then we might hold back. Now, I have seen, to be fair, I have seen some massive combos done, right, when it comes to singular characters, but I'd have to double check, because even if it's just a cameo just being used once in there, that's enough. But ultimately, it's a dog shit mode, right? So then when we got the launch trailer and we saw Melina by herself, we saw Noob by himself, right? Again, what's really interesting is why wouldn't they do this the same way that they did the intros, right? Why wouldn't they do that? Why did they specifically do it in this particular fashion, right? Where they're by themselves. Okay. I think it's going to be a tower mode. To be honest, if there is a no cameo literally here, and they just haven't taken it out just to show off the outfit. But then that doesn't make sense either, because then the intros that we have are showcasing the outfit with a cameo there. Do you see what I'm saying? Right, so there's this conflicting info. If they admit and announce a 1v1 mode, that is admitting defeat. They are admitting to the population of Mortal Kombat fans that they are and have failed, and they put it in there because that's what people wanted, right? They didn't want the rest of the shit. Okay, so I want to know what you guys think, because like I don't think it's in there, right? I don't think it's going to be in there. I think it's probably going to end up, if there is anything like that, it's going to be a tower in Towers of Time. You go into it, you can't use your cameo, right? You got to beat him without your cameo, and then you get these sorts of like, you know, end win screens, right? But I want to know what you guys think, because I'm not 100% sure. You know, like I said, if they admit it, if they add it in there, they're admitting defeat, you know, because their cameo system failed. This entire expansion is launching without cameos. What does that tell you? Right? What does that tell you? Anyway, guys, catch you next time.